So let's start with a quick introduction. So an introduction where you introduce your name, your school, your curriculum, and your nationality. That's pretty much it.
All right. So my name is Jassim Kalam. I am an Indian national, and I was born and brought up in Abu Dhabi, in the United Arab Emirates. And I will be graduating from the Cambridge High School this month, and I was doing the IGCSE and A level curriculum.
Very good. Okay. So could you tell us a little bit about which university did you get into and what is the program that you're looking to pursue?
As of now, I have confirmed my seat in Masaryk University, which is in Brno, Czech Republic, and I will be going to study general medicine.
Perfect. So could you let us know if Masaryk was the only option you applied to, or were there any more, options you applied to? And if yes, then from all those options, why did you shortlist on Masaryk? Could you also put up some points on that?
So the universities I got into Charles First Faculty for the same course for all of them, and Charles Hradec Králové, which is known as Third Faculty otherwise, and University of Pécs as well, which is in Hungary. And yeah, these were the list of universities I got into other than Masaryk. And one of the main reasons why I chose Masaryk is because of the location of the university. The location of the university is ideal, as in it is one of the best in Europe, if I'm honest, because it is surrounded by one of the best countries, such as Austria and Slovakia. And not only that, the university's infrastructure itself, they had updated, as in they caught up with the latest technology. For example, they have the simulation center and everything, which is one of the main points that attracted me to Masaryk, if I'm honest. And one another thing is, I have seen the reviews personally, and I know a few people that are seniors there right now. As far as I have asked them, they only have good things to say about the university. Although the course may be a bit hard, the teachers are always happy to help. This is what I heard about Masaryk. And while the other universities, this is my personal opinion, and this is what I've heard. So the other universities, the help that you get from the university and the teachers themselves are not up to the mark compared to Masaryk University.
Wow, that's a very nice answer. Thank you for that. The second, connected to the university option that you selected, could you also let me know, was Czech Republic always your preferred country or preferred destination to study medicine, or did you have any other countries in mind too? And now that you have shortlisted on Masaryk in Brno in Czech Republic, could you also cover up few points what you really liked about Czech Republic that made you to make a decision and go ahead with Czech?
If I'm brutally honest, I am a person who looked for medical universities all around the world, including Caribbean. So I had then ended up choosing Europe because considering the location, because it's only a few hours from UAE where my family is, and the other places, for example, US, Canada, or the Caribbean, these are like at least 16 to 25 hours away from UAE, which made the location of Europe. I was preferring Europe because of the duration of the travel and everything else. And another thing is, getting into Czech Republic is not an easy thing because their entrance exams are one of the toughest. Actually, I had prepared a lot, and that is one of the reasons why I was able to get in. And while the main reason I didn't prefer Hungary is because a lot of people already go there, and the location of Czech, like I said, it's the main thing that attracted me was the location. It is surrounded by Germany, it's surrounded by Slovakia, Austria, and I'm a person who likes to travel a lot, like to learn new cultures and everything. And I plan to do that when I have my holidays, like short holidays or long weekends when I'm in uni. And the Czech Republic is a friendly country. That is one another thing I heard. There is no racism, there is no cultural differences, nothing like that. The people of Czech Republic are all, the only thing I've heard is that they're always welcoming. They don't care which nationality you are, which race you are, which religion you follow. They don't care about anything like that. They only want to welcome you always. And the beauty of Czech, the architecture, the infrastructure, and everything, considering where Czech was and where Czech is right now, it is a massive progress in their uh, infrastructure and everything. And that actually made me wonder why I would like to choose this, because the development is amazing for a country like that.
That's very, very, very insightful. I think you've done a really good research, and of course, you've spent your time looking at the different things, not only about the university, but of course about the country itself, and that is completely reflected with whatever you're saying. So that's very nice, and thank you very much for sharing it, because I think when future students are going to see this, it's going to be very helpful for them to then shortlist and make a decision if they want to stay in such a kind of a country. It'll just make it easier for them. So moving forward, now there are a lot of education consultancies in Dubai, right? So there are many education consultancies that offer a lot of medical programs or medical universities. I just wanted to know, what was that one thing that got you to Gyanberry, or after having conversations with us, what is it that you made a decision you should go with us?
So first things first, it was the quality of the services I got from, and I have heard of from the reviews I got from my many friends that also are in Czech Republic and Hungary. There are multiple consultancies in Dubai, no doubt, but then, and they provide similar universities as well. But something that I found different in Gyanberry is that it's not just money they care about, it's also the quality they want to deliver along with the cost they ask for. So, especially, I would personally like to thank Ms. Pooja, Ms. Nancy, and Mr. Kanya, who were very helpful in my admission process, and Mr. Christian as well, who helped me a lot during my visa procedures. One thing I would like to say is that whenever you call Gyanberry's uh, agents, they are always ready to help. You can call them at any time, and they're always ready to help. They don't care about the office time or anything. They're always ready to help, and they would do that without thinking twice.
Okay, thank you very much. Going forward, so I think it was last October that you got in touch with us. So I wanted to know, of course, you, like, by the way, whatever you're telling us, I know that you have been doing research, you've been looking at various options, but after getting in touch with, us, we have given you we have spoken to you about the extensive medical universities that we have. So I wanted to know a couple of things. Firstly, were you satisfied with the medical options that we offered you? Secondly, how informative was the session for you? Did you get all the information you were seeking for?
So the range of universities that was in Gambari's list, it is actually very vast, if I'm honest. But then, if I'm my choice of universities were in countries that are focused in the Central Europe, so that comes under Hungary, Czech, and then even Slovakia and places like these. So initially, I was considering Cyprus as well, and Gambari had that University of Nicosia, but then I decided to change to the mainland Europe, and I was actually well informed about the universities. I was informed about the courses that they offer, the entrance requirements, as in each university has different subjects. For example, if it's Hungary, they only have three subjects that they test in, that is chemistry, biology, and English. Whereas Czech Republic, all universities test three sciences. So I was well informed regarding the requirements and also the syllabus requirements, as in which based on which curriculum I study, I was informed on the grades I need and all that. So if I'm honest, there was no point that Ganpuri missed out, and they made sure that I was well aware of all the required information. And my parents were extremely happy as well, because Ganbari always kept in touch with them and always contacted and were ahead of time for the regarding the submission of the documents and everything else. They were actually punctual and everything.
Okay, thank you. Then could you also, like, okay, what makes a perfect or a successful application? Could you give us some tips and suggestions that could be helpful for the junior students? Probably you can talk about what they can do when they're getting into the process of applying to universities.
First thing, two things to keep in mind, three things, according to me, to keep in mind is confidence, determination, and preparation. Confidence is do not be scared about anything, just without fearing, go ahead, write everything you know, but you have to be well prepared. That comes my second point. Preparation is very important, as in there might be a list of topics that the universities might mention, but that is not the only thing you should be focused on. You should be focused a bit ahead of the topics required. For example, they might not say you need to know this in detail, but it's always better if you know it in detail, because somehow you'll be able to link the detailed stuff to the minus stuff that you may not understand. That actually helped me a lot, believe me. And third thing is determination. If a person is wanting to go into the medical field, the main thing he or she needs to know is that they require determination. Without determination, this course is quite impossible. And if you have determination, this course is the best thing you can do. If I help, because you can help people in the future. You can do a lot of things. Determination is something that is required. You need sheer will to easily uh, graduate from this course. And if you do not have even either one of these three, it is not going to be easy. And another thing I would keep stressing on is preparation. Preparation for me, I had to take almost, I had registered, like Miss Pooja said, I had registered in October, and I had to start studying from November itself. I wasn't studying completely, never do that, as in you need to balance your school's work and this work, because school's work is quite different from this syllabus, because I was doing A levels and I still found it pretty tough. And A levels is one of the toughest syllabus there. And I didn't have I used to do CBSE, but then I moved to the British syllabus. So what I had to do was I gathered AP books. It's known as Advanced Placement, that is the American curriculum. And I also gathered the Indian CBSE books, NCRT books. These all a combination of all three subjects. Oh, sorry, all three syllabuses, books from all three syllabuses helped me a lot, I would say. And I would say keep a schedule, as in you have to complete these many subjects. For example, if you keep like a 10-week schedule before the main entrance exam, you can focus on 3 weeks on one subject. So it'll be 3 to 3, 9 weeks, and then 1 week for the overall revision, and it'll help you a lot, I must say. And another thing to keep in mind is while doing the entrance exams, time. Time is a very important factor. For me personally, I am a bit weak in physics, if I'm brutally honest. And for me, what I did was for physics, I had to do it last, because always another thing to keep in mind is what helped me was do subjects which you're confident in the most at first. For example, for me, my strength is biology, and when I started with biology, I ended up getting a good score, because other than Charles first faculty, you get to know the score right after you finish the exam, if it's online. And for me, when I completed biology, I had a very high score, and that actually boosted my confidence very high. And then I did chemistry, which is which I feel more confident than in physics, and I did pretty well for chemistry as well. But physics, I took my own, as in case I did mess up for physics, I didn't want that to affect my other two subjects, as in to affect my chances to score well in the other two subjects, and that actually helped me a lot. And but fortunately, I was able to do well for physics, better than the passing marks, and I was able to get it. But a few key things to keep in mind are these, and schedule. Always be on ahead of your schedule. If you're ahead of your schedule, that's better for you. But at least try to keep up with your schedule.
Perfect. I think I completely agree with all the pointers that you have added on. In fact, I really hope the juniors are going to take advantage of all the pointers that you covered, because starting early, preparing, planning out your schedule is very, very important if you want to achieve something. So that's very nice, very nicely highlighted. So thank you about that. Thank you for that. Next, coming to the preparation part, because you spoke a lot about preparation. um, I mean, of course, our agency and our company has tried to kind of, help you as much as possible when it comes to preparation. We have given you materials and all these things, but apart from preparation, the next important thing is to keep in touch continuously, or at least keep you updated with the information. So we as a company, we have tried our best to, arrange webinar sessions with Charles University, or have these mock exam sessions. So I just want your feedback. How do you think these sessions were? Do you think they helped you to get a clarity about a particular university, or about accommodation, or anything that you might have doubts on?
Webinar sessions, especially due to the current situation in the world, webinar sessions are literally lifesavers, if I'm honest, because I actually regret my first exam was in with Pulaski, and I missed their first webinar session. And if I'm honest, that affected me badly, and I wasn't able. That was the only university I wasn't able to get in. After that, webinar sessions I kept on attending them, with regardless of which universities, and the Gyanbari, there used to be the presence of at least one Gyanbari Teams member and the main representative of the university's English faculty. And any questions we had, we were able to ask. As in many parents and students, they usually have a common set of questions. It may be regarding accommodation, maybe regarding holidays, maybe regarding when the university's course starts. All these were asked by many people, and there were FAQs as well, which was answered without any hesitation by the university's representatives, and also Gyanbari's team, which they were able to answer whenever applicable. As in, there are some questions which only the university's representatives can answer, and those were answered by them. But the other common questions, they were easily answered by Gyanbari's team members.
Great, great, great. Then could you also maybe tell us about, okay, now, because you said you were doing A levels also, so you had to manage your academics as well as prepare for the entrance exam. I'm sure it is a very hectic task and a lot of pressure to handle. So could you provide some tips as to how you managed your pressure coming from, preparing for entrance exams for these competitive medical universities, and how did you even manage to cope up with your A level mock exams, or A level exams, whatever you had?
So first things first, what I did was I had a comparison. I actually took the syllabus provided by the universities and compared them with all the five universities I attempted. And I listed out the common factors. And honestly, when it's Czech Republic, almost all universities have the common syllabuses, as in the common requirements for the three subjects. So what I did was, after I pointed the differences out, I kept them aside so that I can look at them later, because they were only a very small minority. And what I did was, the major ones, the huge topics which were hard to cover. What I did was I compared them. I compared them with my syllabus, my A level syllabus, and A level is pretty in depth. So what I was able to do was, I was able to cover a decent number of chapters that were mentioned in the requirements, as in the syllabus for the entrance exams for both Czech Republic and Hungary. And when I compared them, I was able to take care of a decent, at least maybe half of the syllabus of the university's entrance exam with my current, my A level syllabus. And then what I had to do was, I had to purchase some books. See, one thing I would like to tell parents is that do not hesitate to buy any books, such as, maybe it might be from a different curriculum. Maybe the students might not find it useful after the entrance exam, but trust me when I tell you that they will find it useful before the entrance exam. It will help them a lot, especially the questions difficulty varies from university to university, but do not consider them easy and direct. It is a bit tough, and having practice of questions like that will definitely help in time management and confidence while answering. So after I was done, so personally for me, in school, they weren't done with the syllabus. We were actually pretty behind by the syllabus because of online classes, and there was like a reasonable delay, especially for biology. We had a lot of huge chapters left, and what I did was I had to go ahead of the syllabus in school, and I had to learn the syllabus in school, and whatever is in the university's entrance exam syllabus online. So I was able to cover that during my 3 weeks of each subject, and then I had to go a bit more in depth. So I had ordered some books online, for example, AP Advanced Placement, and I had contact with my one of my friends who was a senior in his Indian syllabus, CBSE, and he was able to lend me his NCRT books for all three sciences. So NCRT is also pretty vast, and but it's not in detail. So I was able to get an overall view of how the syllabus is. And then what I did was I went online. I had to write down points whenever, for example, if there was a chapter in the syllabus given by the university's entrance exam list, if that chapter was not there in either of the three books, what I did was I went online. I had taken up like there's a syllabus, like a notes for, like there is a notes page which gives you an overall summary and everything. They highlight every important part. So I had to write them down, and I'm a person who learns by writing it down. So I wrote them down, and I prepared on my weak points, and I was able to balance both my A level syllabus and the entrance exam syllabus. But I had to be ahead of the schedule, especially in school, because whatever they taught after March, especially when my exams were supposed to take place, whatever they taught after March, I was actually ahead of my schedule. So I was able to understand a lot of them that was being taught by my teacher without actually having to prepare a lot for my main exams from school, because my exams were cancelled. So the schools conducted an exam, and due to the preparation I had done during the month of Jan and February, I was able to stay ahead of the schedule in school as well. But these three crucial months are there, especially if you're doing your entrance exam in February. That is December, January, and half of February. And if there is entrance exam during the first 2 weeks of February, then I would suggest that you start during mid-November or early November.
That's very, beautifully detailed. You've given a very detailed explanation as to how to manage. And it's like experience is talking because, even though you had a lot of pressure, you were still able to pass a lot of university exam, which is really good. So that's very, very nice. I'm sure your parents might be very proud. So great. Finally, just one last question, Jasim. I just wanted you to just summarize and tell us overall how was your entire journey with Gyanberry. If there's any particular person you would want to, mention, or if there's any particular instant that has made you happy, just feel free to share it with us. It's just going to make us more happy.
So personally, on behalf of my parents and myself, I would like to thank Ganbari for everything they have done for me. If I'm honest, I thought this usually I've heard that consultancy processes are very hectic because we have to personally do a lot of things, but Ganbari was nothing like I expected, if I'm honest. Like I was saying, they were very precise with the information that they require so that there is no chances of rejection for anything. So, like I said, I would personally like to thank the team of Gyanberry, and you can completely trust them because, of course, you have to do your part. Whenever asked for, please, you have to submit your documents and the information that they require. But other than that, you have nothing to worry about. Everything else will be taken care of, Gyanberry. And if at any point you have any questions, the replies are quicker than you think. And the team is an excellent team, if I'm honest. Miss Pooja takes care of the registration, and she helped me a lot because of the questions I had initially because I was new to this point of view. And Miss Nancy and Miss Sukanya, they were there to complete my applications to apply for the universities. And without any hassle, I was able to do that. I got the required emails from the universities and all. And another thing is sometimes universities send you the email because Gyanberry registers it with your email. So sometimes the universities send you the email that may, for example, contain the password or some vital information, and one member of the team may request you to forward the email. So that is that. Other than the document submission, this is the only thing that you will have to worry about, nothing more. And Mr. Christian as well, he helped me. For the visa processing, he gave me the required tips and tricks so that there is a very minimal chances, as in there is very slight chance for rejection. And I would honestly say, uh, instead of trying to apply on your own, it would be better if you let the professionals handle it, because the chances are that there may be some information or something that you may miss out, and your child may lose the opportunity to maybe even attempt an exam in that university, or may even lose the chance to study in that university for the visa, because Czech is a very secure country and they always scrutinize everything they get. So, and this is to keep themselves and the students and residents safe and secure. And to reduce rejections, you have to give the ample amount of information that they request for. And Gyanberry takes care of it, making sure that we do not have any mistakes from our side. Then everything else is depending on the other side, which is either the universities or the Ministry of Interior from the Czech Republic.
Very, very nice. Thank you very much. You've very nicely covered everything, and this was like a quick summary, but a very informative summary. So, firstly, thank you very much, Jasim.
Happy to help.
But every word that you've said has made it's making me very happy. But then I just wanted to end it by saying that, firstly, thank you very much for every single feedback that you've provided. It's a really informative piece of this video, and I'm sure that a lot of students are going to benefit after watching it. Secondly, I'm going to definitely convey your feedback to Mr. Kanya, Christian, and Nancy, because they're going to be very happy knowing that you've enjoyed working with them. And lastly, congratulations to you and your family once again. It's a big
Thank you so much.
achievement.
Thank you.
It's a big achievement passing these entrance exams. Like you rightly mentioned, Czech Republic is very difficult. Like the entrance exams are difficult to clear. You still managed it along with your A levels. So congratulations to you and your family, and I wish you all the best. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Couldn't have done it without Gyanberry. Thank you so much.
No. Thank you for your time.
No issues. Have a good day.
Bye
Bye.
bye.